Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Firefly 2. This vape is a portable convection vaporizer made for dry herbs, also works with concentrates very well. This model is an updated version of the original Firefly from years ago. The new one is lighter, smaller, works better, all that stuff. One of the most important things to know about how the Firefly works is that it uses small amounts at a time, 0.1, maybe 0.15 grams at a time. It is a vape that you can just take 1 or 2 draws and then put it down, saving the rest for later. Because it is on-demand heating or manual heating, it is only going to heat up your herbs when you're holding down the power button. This unit, in my opinion, is the vaporizing equivalent of using a bowl. Now, because it holds such a small amount, it is sort of geared towards solo use, you know, for one person. If you are gonna share it with other people, more likely than not, you're gonna have to repack it. But from that small amount you put in there, you're gonna get like 5 to 8 nice draws. So it is without a doubt one of the most efficient vaporizers I've reviewed. Now, in terms of performance, I would say it's excellent across the board. But like I mentioned before, there is a little technique required to, you know, get the best results from it, the best performance. The one thing about the performance that I would like to see improved is the draw resistance. I'd say it's kind of about average in that area. It's not super free flowing. It's sort of, you know, guides you to sip from it, because if you try to pull really hard, you kind of can't. So the ideal way to use this one is to take slow, long draws. The vapor quality is an A+, can't get much better, top shelf, top tier. The vapor is gonna be super smooth. It is extremely tasty. And then in the strength or potency department, it's fantastic. Since it is a convection vape, it does a superb job of fully extracting everything. If you're a lightweight, you'll feel it after just a couple of hits. And if you're a heavy hitter, you might need to repack it. But just remember, even if you pack it twice, that's only 0.2, 0.3, which is just about the size of the oven in a lot of other vapes. Build quality. It is made in China, but it's made extremely well. They used very high quality materials. You can tell that the manufacturing process is tightly controlled. There's no defects or anything out of line. All of the materials used in its construction are flavorless, odorless, and food safe. And I wouldn't say that it's a fragile vape at all, but the only thing that you should be careful with is the exterior finish. I don't know if I would put it in like the same pocket as your keys. You could scratch it. The battery is removable and replaceable, and they actually include 2 in the box, and that is really cool with a vape like this. I'm very glad to see that. So you access the battery by opening that back cover. Battery pops out. To charge it, you would charge it with the battery inside the unit and then put the unit on the charging dock or cradle that they include. Then you plug the micro USB cable they include into the bottom of the cradle, and it usually takes about 45 minutes to an hour to fully charge each battery. And then from each battery, it will vary, you know, how long it's gonna last, but you should be able to get on average about 5 to 6 sessions of 5 to 10 draws in each session. So figure approximately 25 to 50 full draws, depending on how long you pull for and what heat setting you use. Because of how this charging system works, unfortunately, you cannot use this vape while it is charging. Now, in the portability department, the Firefly 2 is great. It's much improved over the original, which was a little big and heavy. With the new one, it's a nice, convenient size, fits great in your hand, it'll fit in your pocket. And besides that, it's really convenient to use at home as just like a great cordless vape that is easy to store, easy to use, take 1 or 2 draws from and then put it away again. It's also a great vape to travel with, and it's easy to get it 100% clean. So cleanliness in general, I give it like a B overall. Not because of the cleaning process, because it's very easy and fast. It's because you do get some visible buildup after just a few sessions. I myself have been cleaning mine about every 5 or 6 sessions. So pretty much every battery charge. Every time my battery dies, I give it a quick cleaning. All cleaning involves is isopropyl alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and a paper towel. Or if you want to be real convenient, you can get some of those pre-moistened towelettes. And all you do is gently rub the inside of the lid and the inside of the bowl area Both of those surfaces are very easy to clean. They're flat. So unlike the original Firefly that had the ridges and channels in the top where buildup would happen, the new one is completely flat, so it's very easy to wipe clean. I would say in total, it should take you no more than 30 seconds to clean this vape. And cleaning is all you really have to do. There's really no other maintenance. The only screen that's gonna need to be cleaned or replaced is in the mouthpiece. The mouthpiece itself does detach, it comes out, and then there's a little tiny screen in there. You will want to check this screen regularly to make sure that it's not clogged. The elegance also gets an A+. It feels like a luxury product. It has a sleek look. It is noticeably higher quality than most other vapes, and the manufacturer definitely paid close attention to detail. Now, odor. It is a very low odor vape. It's nice. It definitely smells less than others. It's below average. And then concentrates. It works extremely well with concentrates. They give you these small little concentrate pads, or liquid pads, sometimes they're called. They include 3 of them in the box. And these pads go in the bottom of the chamber. Then you put a small dab of your concentrate right on top of the pad. And then from that, you're gonna get a handful of really nice, flavorful draws. Flavor and efficiency are top notch, especially for a portable. Now I wanna give you some usage tips, some best practices to get the best results. The first thing is after you engage the heat, always wait a few seconds before you start taking your draw. And then once you start pulling from it, remember that if you want to get a big cloud from it, you're gonna have to keep pulling for 10 seconds plus. Pack it like 95% full. You don't want your herbs to be too tight in there, but you kind of don't want them loose and floating around in there either. So just give it a nice full packing right to the brim, where when you put on the top, your herbs stay exactly where they are, but they're not pressed down. And I found that this usually ends up being like 0.1, 0.15. You don't have to grind extremely fine with this one to get the best results. You do get the best performance out of it when you mix up your herbs every couple of hits. And the easiest way to do that with this one now is to just tap it against your palm a few times. And that should mix up the herbs just enough. And if they don't mix around, that's how you know you probably have it packed a little too tight. There are 5 heat settings when you're using it with dry herbs. And the default setting out of the box is the medium-high setting, the second to highest one. That one is a real good starting point. And then from there, if you want more vapor, if you want a more intense vaping experience, you could just bump it up to high. Or if you want a lighter experience, you could just lower it. And the way you do that is with the matching smartphone app that connects to the vape via Bluetooth. It's a straightforward and simple app. You connect your vape to it, and then it'll tell you how much battery life is left. You can set which button you want to engage the heater, either the left one, the right one, either one, or both. And then this is also where you select your heating profile. And that's basically all you need to know. That is the Firefly 2. If you want to see my overall rating of this one, check out my website. I always appreciate you taking the time to watch, and stay up.